Hey guys, Barrett here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the TYROL pickleball shoe. Let's get started. Now, a couple of years ago or so, a completely unknown name entered the pickleball scene named TYROL, and they made pickleball shoes. Now, back then, that was a special deal because there was really no such thing as a pickleball shoe. And they got a lot of attention. A lot of people bought their shoes. However, their first round of shoes didn't last very long. They had some really serious durability issues, as I will show you in a second. However, recently, they just came out with their new pair. I've had them for quite a few months now. I've been waiting to do this video, and today I'm going to show you everything about it, and I'm going to answer the question, is the new pair better than the old pair? Now, keep in mind, I do get free shoes from the company. I'm also an affiliate, so if you use PB Kitchen 10 at checkout, you get 10% off, and then I get a little something in return. It's a way for you to support me and my channel, and also your feet at the same time. I just made that up on the spot. That sounded pretty good. Anyway, let's get into the details. Now, I've got a dual camera setup here, so I'm going to turn over here to my iPhone, and here are all the TYROL shoes I've had in the past. I'm just going to put these two back here. I'm going to bump these up to the front. I've started wearing these in June 2019, according to my YouTube videos. I used to wear Asics shoes, but then I switched to these TYROLs in June 2019. And as you can see, they're pretty beat up. I mean, just look at like the bottom. See, that's the tread right there and there. I mean, look at this. This is the actual kind of outside part. Let me sort of focus in here. I mean, you can tell these are pretty beat up, and look at this plastic on the side. It's coming off and all sorts of stuff. Well, those lasted for probably 6 months, and I got a new pair in December of 2019, and I wore these shoes for way too long. Way too long. Look at the massive rug stuck in there. But I mean, look at this, guys. Like, look at that up there. Let me focus again. You see how like the actual shoe is like coming through the sole. It's pretty crazy. But also, you know, it's like coming apart. It's coming apart up here and all sorts of stuff. This is what their first edition, and the shoe was great. I mean, it was really cool. It was nice and lightweight, but it was also stable, as you can see here. But the durability was just a little bit too much. So that's when they released their new version, this bad boy. So a little bit of backstory. I started wearing these shoes, again, according to my YouTube videos, in early February 2021. So I wore these for like almost a year, although during COVID, I wasn't playing very much. But these shoes I started wearing early February 2021. So it's been about 3 months, almost 3 months here. I've been playing quite a bit as well, but most importantly, I play singles. Singles. I mean, there's no worse thing you can do for your shoe than play singles. So considering that, check out the shoe. Let's look at the bottom here. Look at that. This is their Vibram tech or stuff or whatever you want to call it. Look at that. I mean, what? Let me switch to the other camera. Look at that. Look at that. There's just hardly any wear. I've been playing a lot. You know, I go and I record B-roll, or I'll go and I'll drill, or I'll have to, you know, do videos, play singles. I played in a tournament recently, and there's just hardly any wear on the bottom at all. Look at that. Now let's go around to the side here. I'll go back to the other view because I know it's a little bit bright, but as you can see, there's hardly anywhere. A little bit on the inside the shoe. That's pretty normal though. Overall, I'm really impressed. Let's go over here to kind of, so it's not like blinding you too much. But this is the brand new shoe. The big difference is the Vibram stuff that they use here. And this is what makes the sole so durable. Amazing stuff. You do have a little bit of wear on the side, like kind of up here on the very top. There's a little bit of wear, especially on my left shoe for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why that happens, but yeah, there's maybe just a little bit of wear. But also the other thing is that, you know, if you look at the stitching around here, let me switch to the other camera. If you look at the stitching, it's got like 2 layers of stitching, whereas with the other shoe, there's no like stitching, at least not that much. It's almost like it's sort of glued on there a little bit. So the construction is significantly improved with this shoe. You still have the stability, right? So you can bend the shoe like this, but none of this moves. So it's nice and stable. You've got this hard, plastic material on the back here. Keeps the heel nice and stable back there. I have no issues wearing these shoes personally. Of course, whether these are safe for you is totally up to you. That's not my responsibility. But I feel great in these shoes. The thing that I loved about TYROL early on is that the shoes aren't like monstrosities. I used to wear these monsters when I first started playing pickleball, these Adidas tennis shoes. They're heavy, they're bulky. You've probably seen them on my videos because at one point I stopped wearing these old TYROLs because I thought I was gonna hurt myself. But as you can see, these are just enormous. And I mean, they're significantly heavier. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And that's what I like about TYROL in general, is that the shoes, although they're stable and they're quite strong and everything, they're still very lightweight. And I still have that agile feeling when I'm on the court, but I'm not thinking about it, right? I'm not thinking about my feet and whether they're safe or not. I can have the security of knowing that my ankle and my feet and so on are safe, while also still remaining agile and quick on the court, especially during singles. There are a few drawbacks, nothing too significant though, when we compare the old versions to the new versions. Now, before I begin, this is a 10.5, my new one here. The old ones are, I think they're 10, if I'm not mistaken. The shoe size label is totally gone, so you know I can't check. But I think there is a weight difference between the old ones and the new ones. I think the new ones here are definitely a little bit bulkier and a little bit heavier when we compare them to the old ones. But I mean, that's going to happen when you've got this brand new sole that is like seemingly indestructible. The other thing is that this is not a shoe that you would go take a walk in. This is not a shoe that you would just chill out in at home. These are not house shoes. These are pickleball shoes. You wear these for performance, right? So they aren't necessarily comfortable. I don't put on these shoes and think, oh, these are so comfy. There's really not much padding here on the bottom. I had a little bit of a sponginess, a little bit, but nothing significant. Again, these aren't house shoes. When I wear these pickleball shoes, I put them on, I get in my car, I drive to the courts, I play. I either take them off before I even drive home, or I take them off when I walk into the door. So I don't wear these any other time but pickleball. So keep that in mind. These aren't exactly the most comfortable shoe. They're designed for you to play pickleball in, and that's really it. The grip on the court is just phenomenal. It's nice and gritty. I mean, you can probably hear that, right? It's nice and gritty. I've had no issues. Sometimes if the shoe gets a little bit sandy and gets kind of a little bit dirty, it can sometimes feel a little bit smooth. And so what I'll do is I'll take a towel and I'll just wipe the bottoms of it so that it doesn't have like a layer of dirt on there, so it's not slipping around. But I've had no real issues of slipping or anything like that. It's been great. It's been a great experience. The level of quality here, when we compare the old to the new, is nothing but utterly remarkable. The differences are extreme in just about every way imaginable. And again, like, I'm not saying that because I get free shoes from them. I can say whatever I want. I don't sign any contracts, guys, okay? But they're really good. And I'm very pleased. And it really shows. I mean, when you make a product that gets criticized like the old shoes did, and then you come back and you make something like this, it really shows the character of an individual or a group of people. It's really something else, and I love seeing this kind of stuff, especially out of a company that just does pickleball stuff. I mean, I love supporting these types of people. This is why, though, I had to wait for a long time to make the video. I knew within a week of playing that these were going to be good, but I had to wait 3 months just because integrity, just to make sure that there wasn't really anything wrong with them. Now, having said that, I've only been playing with them for 3 months, but these started wearing down after 3 months. Absolutely started wearing down after 3 months. No question about it. So a year from now, are they going to look a little bit different? Yeah, of course they are. They're going to wear out eventually, right? But I don't see that happening anytime soon. There are a few different versions that you can look at here. I have the Striker Pro V, and that's the only one that I really recommend. It's for outdoor plays. Their non-V models, I think are not for outdoor. When you look at the Drive V and the Striker V, most of those differences are cosmetic, as they talk about on their website. But if you just go to their website, TYROLpickleball.com, you'll be able to figure all of that out. Again, if you're interested, definitely use my code PBKitchen10. You'll get 10% off. So definitely consider that if you want to try out these shoes. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna go over here to give you just, again, a little bit of a better view here. They're light but stable. They're quick. They've got this nice plastic here on the bottom. Let me bend it. You see that? See how the middle of the shoe isn't bending at all? That's nice. Anyway, guys, I think I've gushed enough about the shoe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that was helpful. You know, if you're someone that hasn't upgraded their shoe in a while, I highly recommend it. It's nice to know that, you know, you're not 2 steps away from completely destroying your ankle or something like that. But again, check it out. All the info is on the website. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that was useful. Pickleballkitchen.com, by the way, if you'd like to check out some more pickleball content. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.